Please welcome now the marvellous Stephen Grant.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Stephen Grant. I'm from Brighton and that's my lift home sorted, fucking brilliant. And to answer your questions in advance, no I'm not, but a lot of my friends are. So, excellent. I'm pleased to know we're in a town that knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, and to answer the other question you may have had, no, it's not the bastard son of Leonardo DiCaprio and Niles from Frasier. So, let's got that out of the... What's that, sorry? Bad shirt. Right, good. I'm pleased. The heckles started from a fashion perspective, so there we go. To be fair, I thought I was here to do comedy, and fuck it, there's me raising money for disabled children. But Jesus, could have ruined the evening on the basis of the fact that you do not like red with black and white vertical stripes. There's an astonishing reason for the kiddies to fucking suffer. No, we could have raised more money tonight if the second part of the show went well. But to be fair, even though he had the skills and 10 years of stand-up to whip the crowd into a comedic laughing frenzy, fuck it. The wardrobe choice was apoplectically bad. And unfortunately, that's destroyed the evening. It's good. No, it's cool. Actually, I do feel sorry for the people who've got their money in Northern Rock. I was listening to the news on the way up. The Northern Rock was the main news. Second bit of news that got me 10 months, wasn't it? The Chris Langham thing, was it 10 months for downloading kiddie porn? And I was thinking, fucking hell, he should get broadband. I can do it much quicker than that. I mean, 10 months, honestly, I can do it in a weekend, you know, and that's even on dial-up. Jesus. Wrong gig? Fair enough, wrong gig. There for me. No, it's good because you guys are out watching comedy tonight and you could have been watching TV. When I started doing comedy, there was only 4 or 5 channels, you see. That was easy to compete. If the telly was shit, people would go out now, hundreds of channels, you know, if you've got satellite or if you've got cable. And you know what, if you've got cable, I feel your pain because I moved recently and had to take with me my old normal size telly. And I've got cable and a normal size telly, not a good combination because they punish you for having a normal size telly by cutting the picture off at the sides. And if you're aware of this, you see, oh look, you look a little bit poor, have less fucking picture. Thank you so much. I'm sat watching a film, I can hear voices, I can't see faces. Brilliant. Ghosts, apparently. Game shows, they're even tougher. You try making a conundrum out of 7 letters. It's fucking difficult, yeah. Yeah, that's when I'm watching Countdown, or Outdow, as it appears on my screen. Yeah. What else do I get? Yeah, Astender, Oronation Street, a celebrity, get me out of her. Wasn't quite as good as I hoped. In fact, I watched a programme on the Discovery Travel Channel called Canal Adventures, now with the letters lopped off either side. Well, it just looked like being a lot more fun, to be honest with you. I mean, there was paddling, just not the kind I was expecting, so... Again. So I had some good press, I had some good reviews. I upset one particular newspaper. I upset 2. I upset the Independent because I had a go at them because they brought out a 48-page colour pull-out at the beginning of this year saying how you could save the planet, and I suggested the best way to do that would be to not bring out a 48-page colour pull-out. Just seemed like a fair assumption. And then I also got upset the Daily Mail. You know what, sorry, when I talk about the Independent, if you are an independent reader, I won't give you a hard time, but for God's sakes, right, if you are environmentally motivated, would you please stop putting at the foot of every email, stop, think, do you need to print this off? Because you know what? When I do need to print it off, that's the line that appears on a second fucking page. It is true, isn't it? That's why it's funny. Do you know what, actually, and then the Daily Mail is the other one. And I know the Daily Mail comes in for a kicking everywhere, and I will say, in their defence, they've got quite good Formula 1 coverage, but good God. There was something in there that really upset me about 2 months ago. They blamed all obese children on women who go to work. Did anyone see this? This was an article. They said, yes, the reason why children are getting fatter is because the women are going to work. No, it is not that. It's this belief in regression that 30 years ago Britain was a better place. Let me tell you, right? It's not a better place 30 years ago. I've had 3 stomach ulcers, you'd never guess, on the basis of my relaxed onstage persona. And 25 years ago, they would have cut me open to solve them. Now they give me pills. You know, they actually, you know what? You know why the Daily Mail were blaming women who went to work? Because they know secretly, deep down inside, it's their fault. It's the Daily Mail's fault we have obese children because of their obsession with paedophiles. All the time, front covers, paedophiles, paedophiles, paedophiles. Do you know what's happening as a result of this? 63% of children are now driven to school instead of walking. They're not burning off the fat. Right, let me tell you, right, the chances of your children being hurt by paedophiles, tiny, by obesity, huge. Your children are 20,000 times more likely to be injured by obesity than a paedophile. Seriously, if someone starts grooming your kids with fresh fruit and vegetables, you're statistically better off to leave them to it, you know? You know, and I tell my friends this, they go, yeah, but Stephen, I couldn't live with myself if I didn't drive my children to school. But these are the same friends who let their kids go trick-or-treating. Yeah, Halloween being the one day of the year that paedophiles can order in. I mean, shall we go to the park? No, fuck off, they'll come to us, you know. Trick or treat, technically both. In you go. Yeah, wrong gig, fair enough, wrong gig. I don't want to be too offensive, I genuinely don't, you know, but I get paranoid every time I come to London. It makes me react in a funny way. I'm the only person on the bill tonight who's not a genuine bona fide Londoner. And trust me, when I come and do this stuff, I get on the train and I have the little worries all you Londoners hate the outsiders for having. Ooh, am I going to be attacked by terrorists? And I don't think I will be. I've looked at the maths, it's very unlikely. But I'm now no longer getting the deep tubes after the bombings. I'm getting the shallow tubes because apparently that's got me a better chance of surviving. I'm getting the circle line and I hate the fucking circle line. I'm sat there looking at the little map of it, which shows me there's only one stop with wheelchair access, which does beg the question, where the fuck are they going? Is that a day out? I went clockwise, I went anti-clockwise, I've had a lovely day. And you know what, actually, I say that sometimes, and I see some of you look a little bit upset, and that's fair enough, because you know what, this is the capital city, this is the one that is Al-Qaeda's #1 on their shit list, but at the same time, I think we overacted slightly too much on July 21st, because we're angry. We're angry because we would have known what those guys could have done. We've given them 40 years each, but trust me, London, in the future, we will celebrate July 21st, because what it was a failed terrorist attack on London. And we've had one of those before, November the 5th. And how do we celebrate that? With a bonfire. We reenact what would have happened in the event of them getting it right. Now, I'm not saying there was a huge gap between 1605 and the first bonfire, but trust me, there would have been a group of people going, oi mate, that is not fucking funny, right? What's going to happen? Are we going to have July 21st Day in the future? Are we all going to have to brown up and run through the tube? We're going, remember July 21st? I've got a bag on. Let's hope it don't burst. That would be wrong. Very wrong. I don't get asked to do many charity gigs, to be fair. But this one's been delightful. I've been Stephen Grant. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Stephen Grant. And what a shame to see an act going down the pan as badly as that.